Assalamu alaikum. My name is Imrajadul Islam and my ID is 12108015. In this process of presentation, I would like to present comparative analysis of supervised and unsupervised learning algorithm. For one to know about the supervised and unsupervised learning model, so first we want to know about what is machine learning. So machine learning is the process where we train the machine and return the output from our expected data set. So in this process, if we give him a data set where have multiple data like as the name, ID, and the pass and fail the data about 33 is the pass and 80 is a plus and less than uh, 33 then it will be failed. So then we give the data set and train this model, and after that when we give a value like a student take 33, then it will decide it is pass or fail. So this process is called the machine learning. So in this process there have there are two type of learning process. One is supervised learning model and unsupervised learning model. So in this process supervised learning model, we already know about how a supervised learning model work. We already give him a data set and then it return a expected output. So in supervised learning model we give him a data set like we classify any data, like we give him a 1000 data and then train him that this is a cat or this is a dog. After that, when we give him a data, then we tell him that what is this, then it tell us this is cat or dog. So in this process of supervised learning model, so we can do classification, regression, and decision diagnosis and other in any of classification data, like if we classify anything like man, like a man or person, like there have a 50 or 60 student, then we classify who is he, then we can do using this supervised learning model. So one example is employee attendance system. So in this process we can see the employee are attend or not in a company. So there will be camera, and then anyone enter the room, then it detect him, he is man or woman, and what is the name of this man, and then he automatically attends this. So this is the process of supervised learning model, and and supervised learning model algorithm. We use the linear and logistic algorithm, tree and forecast algorithm, SBM and KNN. So in linear algorithm, we know that we predict some of this value like is we give him a huge data set, and then it train all of this data, and after that we give him a data and tell him they predict the next value that it gives us. And logistic regression, the same process. We can classify all categorical classify value or a predicted value, and we can do the classifying. SBM and KNN is the same process. SBM is supported back to KNN is the nearest neighbor. So after that we can tell a unsupervised learning model. In this process we are not labeling the data like as the 33 is pass or fail, or 80 is a plus or not. So after that it will automatically classify the data, or automatically group the data like as clustering. So it divided the data in the multiple group, then it decided which group will be the best for this. After that he can learn about after that he can learn automatically, and then he classify all of this data. So in this process, clustering slicing data set into the custom categories, and associated rule or the mining the transition uh, occurrence. And after that we can see the sum of this unsupervised ML algorithms. The clustering K means hence DB scan or dimensional reductions and associative rules mining. So the key comparison matrix, if you can see this supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So full level training record in this supervised learning model, and then established mapping of X greater than 1. There will be some independent variable and one dependent variable. So know the target, know the we can know the target about the like the diamond data set. We can know the price is the target. Then in unsupervised learning model, low and unstable target data set, unveiled natural instruction association and group data recorded way. So if we see the workflow in this verbal learning model, so first we label the data, then train the algorithm, and after that evaluate the model prediction. In unsupervised learning model is the same process, but first we unlabel the data, then it automatically grouped by or correlation matrix, then pattern, then insight. Yeah. So the in supervised learning model, the primary advantage of high accuracy, the measurable success and predefined target, and this full limitation of label sourcing cost and outfitting risk. There if the data if data is low, like as there have the row less row and the less columns, so after that the model will be overfit, that will be risky. So it will can be any, it will give not give the accurate result. So fixed and then a fixed risk scope in this unsupervised learning model. So we can see that is zero annotated burden and a novel discovered and robust propagation. So after that we can real world we can see real world example, the face ID, biometric face, and the medical diagnosis scan, then weather forecast, atmospheric model, and unsupervised learning model, the fraud alert, and segmentation, social graph, and the recommender. So comparison table of the supervised learning with the faster, moderate, and the low O and P. Then the supervised learning model is medium, high, and this K-means algorithm have unsupervised learning fast and the moderate to deep. Okay, and this is unsupervised learning model. So medium or any utility method. Thank you everyone. Thank you.